Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise. Today I'm using the Tarot of the Little Prince. Remember that movie? Remember the book first, and it's made into a few different movies. There was one, the last one was in 2015, and I absolutely loved it. It was, animation, but oh my goodness, like real people. It was the same type of, like, maybe it was Pixar Studios, I don't know, but it reminded me of like watching Up or something like that, one of those movies. Oh, it's just heavenly. And I want to give a huge shout out to my friend, my dear friend, I just love her to bits, Melinda, with her channel is False Teeth Real Tarot. she's an excellent reader. But anyway, she used this deck in one of her videos, and I'm like, what deck is that? I just have to know what that is. And she had to go back and look for me, and I got it. I finally got it. So, of course, it's a book by The Little Princess by, I think it's like Antoine de Saint something. It's a Super A. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I vaguely remember if that's even right. Anyway, this is a reading for Sunday, September 19th. So let's allow for reversals here, although I think they were already reversed. I had, who knows which way they were before. But let's see, what is it that we need to know in order to have the experience of being who we truly are? What do we need to let go of, if anything, or focus on, or maybe a little of both? Oh, I just heard 5 cards for today. Okay, that's interesting. All right, let's do it. Okay, so here's our theme. We have the 4 of Swords. So it's a day of rest. It's a day of meditation. I guess I answered my own question as to how do we have the experience of who we truly are. We go inside. We meditate and go inside. Of course, right? I mean, isn't that funny? The thought that we could find out who we truly are by like climbing the top of a mountain, or living in an ashram, which, of course, to ashrams, if you go to, like a monastery, or if you're a monk and you live in an ashram for a while, you meditate a lot. But, yeah, I don't think I'll say anything more about that because I don't want to mess with anybody's experience. However we get there is the right way to get there. But the buried treasure is inside. So this is interesting to have. Remember the fox? The fox, and then of course hiding from being hunted. Yeah, the fox was a little friend, and in that last little movie I saw was it was her. It was a little girl's stuffed animal, but that of course came to life. Yeah. So, hiding sometimes for safety. Sometimes we hide who we truly are in order to make it, in order to be safe, right? I know that one. Ooh, do I know that one? It takes a lot to come out, and some of us are late bloomers. High five if you're one. I sure am. And with the 5 of Swords, flanked over here by the 4 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'll have to bring up the image here. So the fox was the protector, of course. And this is interesting. There's 2 people walking away. This is really different than the traditional Rider-Waite, isn't it? So, but the 5 of Swords has to do with defeat. It has to do with conflicts. I always see it as being as binning. What am I saying? Being the deepest inner conflict. I guess I was trying to combine being and inner. Not as bad as the day I said gratitude instead of gratitude, though, right? Anyway, so Five of Swords, our deepest inner conflict that is steeped in duality and causes us to spin in a vicious circle of either or, which has to do with being right or wrong, good or bad. There's, life or death, pain or pleasure, all of those dynamics mixed up. And the task is, of course, to... Here's the answer right here with the Temperance card. The task is to drop into your deeper inner resources, the deep well of who you truly are, where you can exercise your healthy ego that says, well, I'm just going to step away and let my spirit take over. I'm going to step away and not go with what my head is saying, and I'm going to follow my heart. And I'm going to keep filling myself up from the reserves of that deep well of who I truly am and the universal forces of love around me. And so to exercise your healthy ego, the healthy part of your ego, when you do that, as we do that, every time we do that, we strengthen who we truly are, because it causes us to have more trust in our inner being, to have more trust into who we truly are. So to me, life is a lot of, the in and out, you're in the outer world doing your thing. Sometimes you have conflicts and battles. Sometimes, it's hard to find the well of happiness and water, to water your soul, and you do need to take that downtime. And the Nine of Wands, especially, I'll have to bring the image upright so you can see it. The Nine of Wands upright, of course, it can sometimes be that inner battle of defensiveness. He got tricked by the snake, and his rose is, well, I don't want to, if you've never seen it, I don't want to mess, don't mess with no spoiler alerts here. But anyway, so we have the Nine of Wands as flanking the Temperance card, but it came through reversed. So that brings in the message of being very careful about getting exhausted, about being in that place where you're overly defensive. This way there's the battle. In this direction, reversed. Upright, there's the battle and resiliency, and you keep the fight going. When it's reversed, you just don't have it left in you. So you have to take a break. This may be, and it's perfect because it's a Sunday, so this may be definitely a day where you just don't get into any fights. You just walk away like these guys are doing. Know that it's unnecessary to battle, and follow the path of patience. Follow the path of self-control, being very, very balanced, and go inside, meditate, take a nap. Both, whatever it is, it seems to be like it needs to be a down day. But it could be any day. This does not have to be September 19th, 2021. This can be any day where the task is to just let it go. Give up the battle. There's no need to defend yourself against who you truly are. If people don't see who you truly are, that's on them. That's not on you. Of course, we do need to communicate in a way that allows ourselves to be seen and heard and understood. But if they don't hear us, when we keep saying, what our boundary is, what we need to resource in, I need a timeout. If they don't hear you, then it's time to walk away. With the Four of Pentacles reversed, even straight up, it's like, this guy's just all about the money, right? Which can be good if you're trying to build something, of course. But when when the Four of Pentacles or discs or coins, whatever you want to call it, when it comes through reversed, there's sometimes the ability to just release the past. There's an acceptance. There's a generosity that comes from, being deeply, deeply resourced in who you truly are. So, like I always say, whatever you're going through, whenever you go through it, just love yourself through it. That's always going to be the way. Accept what it is. You don't defend anything, because if you use everything that life brings to you as a means of transformation, as a means of purifying your negative self-talk, purifying your self-judgment, purifying, letting go of any defensiveness, then you're going to come out on top, because that's why we're here, right? Just love ourselves through it. And when people make mistakes with you, forgive them and just let it go and accept, and it doesn't mean that you have to stay with them. It just doesn't. But at other times it can just be a temporary retreat with the Four of Swords until you come together again. It can be a place where you go, uh-oh, I see an argument coming. I feel an argument coming. I'm hearing an argument coming. I think I'm just going to back off and take a break. And I don't need to defend against this. And then we can just accept that this could be this combination here could be that, we agree to not agree. Or we agree that we don't agree, but it's okay. We can still love each other. Unless they're trying to hurt you, so. Yeah. Okay, well, that's all I have for today. You guys, I hope everyone's doing well. As always, big hugs. Sending you love. Okay, take good care. Bye.